All right, what's up, y'all? What's up? It's your homie Mike again at the Table Podcast. We have another wonderful special guest. He's actually my family. Been in this family for 12 years now. And I'm married to his cousin Faith, and this is my cousin Vic. So go ahead, Vic, and let him know what you're here for, my brother.
What's going on, man? I'm Vic Sloan. Again, I'm Michael's family, but more importantly, what we're here for today, I am the creator, founder, and owner of the Tala Tournament and Community Day, which will be July 6th, 2024. Doors open at 2 p.m. at Mesmer High School. So, yeah, we just working, man, on this Tala Tournament and Community Day.
Yes, sir. So with that, Vic, you just mentioned you were the creator of the Tala Tournament. Mm-hmm. What inspired you to come up with this type of event?
Wow. So honestly, man, I'm gonna take it all the way back to when I was a kid. Okay. So, growing up in the city of Milwaukee, man, I would always, living in different neighborhoods, we look to the people that surround us to be like role models, right? Yeah. And so, sometimes it might be the neighborhood hustler, but I always looked up to the guy that would always give back to the kids, mm-hmm. And had respect from the older people in the neighborhood and kind of, control things in the neighborhood just through his honor and integrity. Yes, and so as I grew up, it wasn't a lot of that around by the Tala. Mm-hmm. When I was growing up, it was just like all of us as kids just ripping and running. And so when I became of age, man, I just stepped into that same role that I seen when I was a kid, and was, and tried to be that not only positive, but just that sometimes you got two people on your shoulders. I was always trying to be that positive person for the kids, like, and giving back and just showing respect to the older people in the neighborhood. So I just think it started from childhood,
That's what's
something that was just always in me.
For sure. So I feel like with you bringing something like the Tala to the community, obviously is very important. Kids definitely need those role models. Mm-hmm. With this year, we normally do you normally do the Tala outside, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I see you have the Mesmer shirt on.
Yeah.
And, will we be having it inside this year?
Yes, sir. So that's the big adjustment of the Tala tournament this year is that we're taking it indoors. So historically it's been outdoors, mm-hmm. and it's just it gave a different feel. I wore that on my shirt, man. That we were able to do it outside for 12 years, yes, and not have any issues. You mm-hmm. know what I mean? And then it was just like gritty basketball. You had the elements, the sun beaming down on you. You know what I mean? Yep. And so it kind of gave a different feel from everything else that other people were doing indoors.
For sure.
But it came with a lot of problems as far as the weather. Yep. You know what I mean? Getting generators for electricity. Mm-hmm. So bringing it indoors was just like a no-brainer.
That makes sense. And we also mentioned that since we are bringing it indoors, it's going to be at a special place that mm-hmm. we both, I feel, hold near and dear to our hearts as being graduates. Yes, so just bring it to them and talk about how it's going to be held at a special place for us this year.
All right, for sure. So some of y'all might know Cullen, but Walt Cullen is actually one of the people that graduated in the same class as mm-hmm. me. And so when I was thinking about getting the event indoors, I was just talking to him, a few friends, and it was just came up like, man, what if we could get it in Mesmer? He had a few connections that he made calls. Sure. I got in front of the people, pitched the idea, they loved it. And but that's how we got it at Mesmer. But then when we got it there, it was also a thing of like, all right, how can we get some of the Mesmer people back with it being at Mesmer? And so this year, man, we actually got something that's going to be called the Mesmer Suite. The multi-purpose room, the old multi-purpose room will be retransformed and designed, and it'll be called a Mesmer Suite. We'll have yearbooks in there. We'll have like snacks and stuff like that, finger foods for everybody. And like I said, this is for Mesmer alumni and people that went to Mesmer. We'll also have some Mesmer trinkets like t-shirts, coffee mugs, like Mesmer bags and stuff like that. So I was talking to Miss Mistriotti, and she's trying to make all of those things happen. So that's kind of the dope part about it being at Mesmer too this year. So you mentioned another homie of yours, Walt. Yeah. Shout out Walt as well. Yes, sir.
You were on his podcast, the What's Your Motive podcast. Go follow Walt, tap in, go watch the episode with Vic on there. My favorite thing about all of this, being at Mesmer, and you mentioning that you graduated from Mesmer, Walt also graduated from Mesmer, is just to see how Mesmer produces great people. And I'm not saying that Mesmer alone does that, but I see and know of a lot of people who have graduated from Mesmer that are doing positive things, that are, entrepreneurs, business owners, and it's just a beautiful thing to see. So what would you say Mesmer has done for you in your own personal life to help you, be where you are now?
Yeah, that's a good question. So my story is actually what makes this event, being at Mesmer, extra special, actually. So my freshman year, my first 3 months in the school, I was removed from Mesmer. People don't know that, but I got kicked out of Mesmer like in the first 3 months.
Okay.
So I was coming from MPS and just kind of coming with some of the same habits, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And then Mesmer wasn't having it.
No.
And so when I left Mesmer, I went to Custer High School, and I fit right in. A lot of my good friends was there, and people I grew up with in different neighborhoods. So I didn't have a problem transitioning back to where I came from. But what it was I kind of missed the feel of Mesmer when I left. And I was like, man, it was more family. It was smaller. It was like it really wasn't no beefing and fighting, and you know what I mean. So in my mind, everybody at Custer was like, you coming back next year? I'm like, man, I'm trying to get back in Mesmer, in my mind. So I'm telling them, yeah, but in my mind, I'm really trying to get back to Mesmer.
Escape.
Yes, sir. So I was fortunately, due to my mom's basketball coach and all of that, I was able to get back in Mesmer.
There you go.
And I don't know if you know this, but you can go down the history books. Not a lot of people have been removed and came back and then graduated.
I know.
They ain't really giving no second chances.
I know for sure.
Yeah, so for me, when I got back in there, I still wasn't like the model student. It was a little rocky, just because of my personality. I'm an independent thinker. So, but with that being said, I did graduate, man. And as I went through life, me and my couple homies from Mesmer always talk about it. How Mesmer prepared us for the world. It pushed us educationally, you know what I mean? It didn't allow you to just sit back and be like, you know what I mean, an average student. Because an average student there is probably like a 3-point student somewhere else, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, man, it prepared me in so many different ways. It taught me discipline. It taught me that, you don't have to operate in chaos. Like, you know what I mean? Because so many times, growing up in the city of Milwaukee, so much chaos around us, and it becomes the norm. Mesmer showed me that you can go there, be in peace, get an education. That is possible that you can live in peace. And you don't have to, you know what I mean, be in dysfunction all the time. So being there definitely helped me a lot in my life, bro. For sure.
So I would say again, Mesmer is always and forever will have a special place in my heart, just because of, obviously the things that it's taught me throughout the years, but also, I met my wife there. I met Faith in Mesmer, man, right in the classroom, Spanish class to be exact.
Nice.
So another important aspect that you're bringing to this year's Tot Lot, with it also being inside, is that you have a lot of different vendors. Having vendors is always important to any event that you host. So do you want to highlight a few different vendors that you have?
I definitely do, because we just locked another one down. So we got Axe Housing, and Axe Housing, they'll be there trying to just get information out on people on home ownership, getting their first home. So we got Axe Housing. We got Milwaukee County Transit. They'll have a representative out there. They'll be talking to people about basically becoming a driver. We got BMO Harris Bank, and then they will be like just helping people getting signed up, financial bank accounts, business bank accounts, things like that. We got Advocate Aurora. They'll be doing blood pressure testings. They'll be getting people signed up with PCPs, personal care providers. Who else we got, man? We got the Milwaukee Fire Department. They'll be giving out school supplies, if I'm not mistaken. We got a young lady, she works with, we have the city of Milwaukee. They'll be giving coming with like job leads and stuff like that, just things that might be open and stuff like that. Then we have a young lady that actually works for the city of Milwaukee, and she has her own organization called PB Cares. Man, so yeah, we got We got my family, Swift Motion Pictures.
Shout out them.
He'll have a table set up and he'll be taking like information. They'll be taking information for people that want to act because, you know, he does movies.
Oh, yeah.
He has probably, I think, like 8 or 9 movies on Tubi right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm tapping in myself.
Yep. And I think he's like one of the more higher rated people, you know what I mean, on Tubi. So, and he'll be taking some information for when they have casting calls and stuff like that for movies to have people come out and you know what I mean, audition for those roles. So we got him. Yeah, man, we got, and every day, I'm not lying to you, we just adding people, man. So
I think that's beautiful, man. That's the beauty of events like this is when you give back to the community, it's always dope to have people who are in the community and have some type of status to help.
For sure.
Because events like this, it helps in, it keeps peace in the streets. It gives kids something to do in the summer. It gives people a chance to, connect again. Like you mentioned, the Mesmer alumni thing. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably my most favorite thing that you mentioned.
Sir.
I can't wait to see everybody hoop. Vic, I never seen you hoop.
Yeah.
I done heard you got it. So again, this is gonna be my first time actually at the top lot. I took off work. So I'll definitely be there. I got my shirt from last year.
Yes, sir.
Definitely supporting always. But that Mesmer alumni thing, man, y'all gotta pop out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have to, man. It's important.
And if you don't mind me saying, man, you don't have to personally know me in this event if you are a Mesmer alumni to come. I talked to Mr. Stern. I talked to Miss Sawinski. I talked to Mr. Gallagher. Who else did I speak to? Miss Mistrioti. I talked to several teachers and a lot of them expressed interest in coming. They asked me like, can we come? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, the kids would, I'm sure the ex-students would love to see, not ex-students, but alumni would love to see you guys. So we're going to have a lot of them there and we trying to bring back a lot of like old teachers and stuff like that that were there, previously. So you don't have to know me to come because somebody from Mesmer is going to be there, especially if you invite your class or, the people that were at Mesmer when you were there that you're still in contact with.
Sure.
It's like we popping out, we gonna be there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna be one big reunion, man. You know what I mean? So for sure.
So piggyback and bounce off that point, it's so important, y'all. Make sure y'all come. Like we were talking again off camera about it. We just gonna be honest. We don't care, and we say this in the most respectful way. Where you are in life, we want to see you. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're not ready to be seen, you the one that need to come. Because we want to see you.
Because we want to see you.
A lot of times in a lot of situations, people drown in their own thoughts, their own feelings, and they want to hide themselves from the world. In situations like this where you can, be around people that you haven't seen in years, these people may pour something into you that you've needed this whole time just to get you back on track.
That's right.
So another thing that I watched with the What's Your Motive podcast with Walt and you, it was just, you guys were stressing the importance of just, community and just keeping everybody together. So,
sure.
No matter where you are in life, man, pop out, come see us, come see the event, show your support, man. It's important. I know you're gonna have a good time.
You're gonna have a great time.
You're gonna have a great time, man. And you're gonna have giveaways for the kids.
That's right.
That's important. That's gonna be fun. How much?
So I wanted to tap in on that.
For sure.
We actually have, this year we gonna have over 500, and I'm not just saying 500, over $500 in giveaways for the kids, whether that be gift cards, bikes. I'm trying to work on a gaming system, possibly being like the grand prize. But yeah, man, we're gonna have over $500 in giveaways for the kids. And how we gonna raffle those off is they're gonna get a ticket, and then throughout the games, numbers will just be called as they win. They just come down there and they get what they. So over the years, we gave away bikes. Like I said, $100 gift cards to Foot Locker, Champs. We've given, personally gave away an Xbox One, tablets, stuff like that, man. Stuff that the kids want and they need. So, we try to make sure people don't leave empty-handed with them having that good time. So, I don't know if you was gonna ask this, but we do have a basketball camp for the kids.
Oh yeah. I was definitely gonna bring that up. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Go ahead and tell us a little bit more about that basketball camp, if you will, please.
So right before the tournament, the doors open at 2. So at 1 o'clock there will be a camp for 25 kids. I have Coach Quentin Red. He works with the Milwaukee Special Olympics team, and they actually just three-peated. They won state. And then now they playing in a border battle in Minnesota, so it's like Wisconsin versus Minnesota.
Yeah, we're gonna
see who the better team.
Take it.
For sure. Yep. So and they might be up there right now. Okay. But he's gonna. Oh, he works with the Milwaukee Bucks Little Dribblers program as well. So he dedicated his time to be able to put on a clinic for the kids. So from 1 to 2:30, there will be a clinic going on, a basketball clinic in the gym for kids. It's totally free. 25 kids. I think we got 17 signed up right now. Okay. So it's probably like 8 spots left. So if you got a kid or brother, sister, little cousin that's between the ages of 8 to 12 that just want to learn the game or just want to enhance their skills, we do have the Top Lot Tournament Basketball Clinic that same day at 1 o'clock. So I can give you the flyer or whatever, and they can just call a number and get, their kid.
We're going to post it on here. Yeah, just send it to me, then we're going to definitely get that uploaded.
All right.
So yeah, man, as we are coming to, the end of this, Vic shouted out so much about this Top Lot. We do have to keep it traditional here on the Table Podcast now. We always do a top 5.
Okay.
So I know you a basketball guy, Vic, again, man. Okay. Before I go into this, are you hooping?
Yes, I am hooping.
You are hooping?
This might be my last go-round. If we win it, I might be done. Man.
Okay, so Vic will be hooping, so I got to be there. I want to see Vic hoop, man. I got to see for myself. I got to see if the legend is really true.
Yes, sir.
All right, so with that being said, Vic, I got 2 options for you for the top 5. You can go ahead and pick.
Okay.
We got top 5 point guards of all time.
Ooh.
Because I believe that's you. You're a point guard, right?
Point guard.
There you go. Yeah, and then, or we have, again, another basketball, top 5 all time, all 5 positions.
Oh.
So you could choose one or the other, and we could just go from there.
Okay, I'm gonna go with top 5. Oh, point guards would be tough. Okay, I'm gonna go with top 5 point guards.
Top 5 point guards.
I'm gonna go with top 5 point guards.
All right, so do you need some time to think, or you got your 5 right now?
I think I could go through it pretty quick.
Go ahead.
I got Chris Paul, and this ain't in no order, but this is my top 5.
Top 5, okay.
CP, I got Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas. I got Magic Johnson. Oh, I got Magic. He had 5 rings. I got, did I pick the wrong one? That's tough. Okay,
you gonna laugh at mine.
I got CP, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. I got, I don't look at Steph as a point guard, so that's kind of tough. But if he a point guard, if that's his position, they got him. I got Steph, and fifth tough, man. Who am I missing? Oh, I might say Jason Kidd. I might go Jason Kidd. I might go J Kidd.
So before I say mine,
okay.
What did you base your top 5 off of? Like these guys, or is it like?
Well, CP, I based with Chris Paul. I based it on Chris Paul. That's probably my favorite point guard ever.
Okay,
Chris Paul can shoot it. He can control the team. Every team he ever went to got better. Okay. When he got there, every team they went from losing teams to winning teams. Fair enough. So CP is the most complete point guard that never got a championship. To me.
Got you. Okay.
Magic Johnson, 5 rings.
Can't
you know what I mean? You can't 6'8", big man, point guard. Yeah, you can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got Magic. And I got 3 Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas actually got 2 rings or 3. I think he got 2 or 3 rings. But Isaiah was tough. He was bringing it to Jordan in the 80s. Definitely. Bringing it to Magic in the 80s. So I got him. And then Steph Curry, he changed the game. He revolutionized the game. Wasn't nobody shooting deep threes like that before him. And he got the 4 rings to go with it. And then 5, Jason Kidd. I don't know if you know much about J Kidd, but J Kidd, defensively, he was tough. J Kidd had some of the best dimes in history. For sure. Yep. He got him a ring, and now he coaching in his team.
Could
is in the
possibly get a ring, maybe. So we'll see. But so okay, that's your 5. Yeah. Again, my 5. Nobody laugh at this because I'm basing it all off.
Who you like?
Who I like. I ain't think about no accolade like that for real.
For sure.
But just strictly off who I like to watch. And again, I was born in '95. I didn't start watching basketball like that till later on.
Okay.
My top 5. Number 1, Derrick Rose, bro. Derrick Rose gonna always be my favorite guard no matter what. He's my favorite guard so much so, my daughter Milan, middle name is Rose. Nice. And yes, it is from Derrick Rose. Shout out Derrick Rose. Number 2, Rajon Rondo. Rondo, when he was with them Celtics.
He was nice.
That was that guy, man, period. Nice. That was my boy. Number 3, AI, Allen Iverson. Gotta go there, too crafty, you feel me?
My favorite player of all time.
There you go.
I just don't look at him as a point guard, so that's why
I knew it was tricky, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know they battled with him being a shooting guard, man, but
I would have put him in there.
I'm taking AI at the 1, man. Yeah, so I got him number 3. Number 4, we had this just with you. Yeah. I gotta go Steph. Steph is my dog. Again, the threes revolutionized the game. It will never be another three-point shooter like Steph. I don't think it can happen. I mean, it's possible, but it'll be tough. And then number 5. My number 5, man, is purely based off just my love for the Bucks. You know what I mean? BJ, man, Brandon Jennings. Shout out Brandon Jennings, man. Love Brandon Jennings, man.
DJ was tough, though.
He was a tough hooper, man. Even in his high school mixtape, he got it going on with the Gilbert Arenas podcast. I still tap in with Brandon Jennings, man. So I definitely got to put Brandon Jennings at the 5, Mr. 55, Mr. Bucks and 6, you feel me? So shout out Brandon Jennings, man. That's my top 5 with the people. What is some advice you want to give, some motivational tips or anything like that you want to give?
Yeah, for sure. Man, perseverance, bro. You have to be dedicated if you want anything to work. That's just what I learned, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of doors closed on you in anything that you're doing in life. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't want to give you a helping hand, and it's like it's not on them, it's on you. Yes, so it's how bad do you want it? This is my 13th year doing this. And I swear to you, I just started doing it like reflex. It was plenty of times I wanted to give up, but it was just something in me pushing me, you know what I mean? So when you find your purpose, man, and it don't have to be your life's purpose, but one of your purposes in life, it's gonna feel natural, you know what I mean? And even when it's hard, it's just, you're gonna continue to push through because it's just in you to do that, right? So I just say that to say, find your passion and stay dedicated to it. Find the things that you're interested in, the things that you love, and stay dedicated to it, man. Even when the world tells you you ain't good enough, or you know what I mean, or that ain't a good idea, you know what I mean? I feel like champions are made in those tough times, so stay dedicated.
I agree. I appreciate that, Vic. And again, another thing before we close out, that was just so motivational to me, man. Again, watching the podcast with Walt, shout him out again. It was just the ability to stay consistent. And like you just mentioned, sometimes you want to give up. But, if you have that relationship with God or just whatever you believe in your higher power, it's just something in you that won't, it won't let you go. It won't give up. It's going to always stay on your mind and on your heart until you do it. So I agree. Persevere, man.
And I'm gonna say this to you, like, and the reason why I said find what it is that you love is because all my life, like, I've been kind of like, if I try something, I'm at least a little bit decent at it. So it was kind of hard for me to find my niche as far as like what I wanted to do, and stuff like that. So I just tell people, man, search for that because that's what's gonna bring you happiness in life. The money. The fame, all of that stuff, that comes and goes, man. Like, you know what I mean? So just find what it is that's inside of you that you want to do. And like I said, stay dedicated, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Watch it grow.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt, family.
This is another conclusion of the Table Podcast. We have my cousin, big cousin, the homie Vic. Yes, and y'all be sure to come to the Top Lot at Mesmer High School, July 6th, 2024. Do not miss it. Alumni, bring everybody.
Yes, sir.
Come in, man. The Table Podcast. Appreciate y'all.